Whoa, now that's what I call ugly.
What do you want, mortal?
I'm Joe King, pilot for hire.
You are joking. What insolence. This is no time for levity.
Ain't it a little too hot to be wearing a cloak?
Perhaps, but you are the one wearing a leather jacket.
Caught any big ones?
I haven't caught anything. Now go away. You're scaring the fish.
Tell me about the one that got away.
You don't mean that young Houdini lad, do you? Well, he did put up a bit of a struggle. Gave me quite the runaround. But I got him in the end. I always get my man.
Are you fishing?
No, I'm flying a kite. Of course I'm fishing. Look, the fish aren't biting, and I'm getting a little uptight. So would you please leave me alone?
What sort of bait are you using?
Bait, bait, bait. What do you mean, bait?
I think I know why you're not catching any fish. You need bait.
How could I be so stupid? I've got the fishing rod, the fishing line, and the river full of fish, but I haven't got the bait.
If I get you some bait, will you ferry me to Sloth Island?
Very well. It's a deal, but I warn you, I better catch a fish, or I'll use you as bait.
I found you some bait. Try this.
Excellent. I finally caught a fish. Just let me know when you want to go to Sloth Island.
Are the fish still biting?
I've had a few nibbles.
Do you do anything else besides fishing?
I have another business which requires a lot of people contact. I sort of arrange long-term holiday packages. It's very popular.
That sounds neat. Could you arrange one for me?
So I will. In due time, I will.
What do you know about Sloth Island?
Well, I know that it's not a very popular tourist spot. Apart from those loonies from Florida, you're the only customer I've had in ages.
How big is Sloth Island?
It's not that big. It's actually the top of a submerged mountain. Apparently the temple goes down deep below the surface.
You know about Floater?
Of course I do. I've been ferrying them across to the island all month. They keep sending people over to try and find some crystal skull. None of them have ever come back.
Do you take tour groups through the temple?
Not since that impalement incident. I told everyone in the group not to touch any of the sharp, pointy objects. But did they listen? Of course not.
Thanks for the information.
That's okay.
Will you take me to Sloth Island now?
Oh, all right. You fulfilled your end of the deal.
Okay, let's go. Thanks for the ride.
That's okay. Mortal, be careful.
I will. What a nice guy. I guess I better find that skull. It looks so old, it's starting to come to pieces. Looks like a cross between a dinosaur and a rodent. Cute, though. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work. It fits. I'll just use one coin. Looks like I hit the jackpot. A secret passage. I better get the arm bone. It may come in handy. Ouch. What the?
Before you may proceed, you must answer this riddle. What walks on 4 legs at dawn, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs at dusk?
It's me after a visit to Al's Bar and Grill.
That's a very poor attempt at humor. I'll give you another go. What's the answer?
I know. It's man in his 3 stages of life.
You got it right. Man crawls as a baby early in his life. He walks upright in the middle of his life. And he walks with a walking stick in his later years.
So I got it right. Now what?
Well, now I can let you proceed through the temple. Only those worthy of the riddle may do so. And you are worthy. I like that riddle.
Would you mind telling me what you are?
I cannot answer your questions now, but if you survive the temple, then I will reveal all.
Thanks for the riddle. I'll see you later.
Only if you are good enough.
Wow! Hey! Hey, you! Come back here! I just want to know who you are! Talk about rude. Looks like he didn't get too far. Yep, she sure is a girl and a half. I'm Joe King, pilot for hire. What are you people?
We are Prince Al-Maktaqatl's personal concubine. We are waiting for him to rest before we leave for the afterlife.
How long have you been waiting here?
I'd say about 300 years. Give or take a decade.
How could you be over 300 years old?
When Prince Al-Maktaqatl died, we were blessed by the temple high priest. We are to remain in physical form until the prince is ready to leave for the other side.
What are you gonna do when he wakes up?
When the prince awakens, we shall all begin the journey to the afterlife. There we shall serve him as his otherworldly concubine.
Don't you think he's had enough rest by now?
It is a rather long time. Royalty often rests for a week before commencing the great journey.
I think you've been gypped. I'd say the prince is long gone.
Nonsense. He'd never leave his wives behind. At least, I don't think he would.
Did you guys build this temple?
We built it under the guidance of our gods. The temple is a resting place for the prince before his journey to the afterlife.
Did you say gods helped you build this place?
That's right. They left behind a guardian to help look after the temple.
Why is Prince, what's-his-name resting?
That's Prince Al-Maktaqatl to you. In our culture, Death is looked upon as a form of rest before venturing into the next life. Our sweet prince is merely resting.
Do you know anything about a crystal skull?
You don't want to know about such things. Take my advice and leave now, or you may end up like the other explorers.
I've heard enough about the temple.
Very well.
I don't see any prince. Where is he?
He's in the sarcophagus, sleeping.
How do you know the prince is still in there? He may have left without you.
Our prince would never do such a thing. We trust him.
Prove to me he's still there. Open the sarcophagus.
We don't have to prove anything to you. Now, if you don't mind, would you please go away?
You're afraid he's not inside, aren't you?
That is not true. Our prince is resting in the sarcophagus. I'll prove it to you. Open the sarcophagus. See, there is our sweet prince, resting as I had predicted. Close the sarcophagus.
How do you know he's still under all those rags?
Give me a break, will you? Go bother some other zombies. We're busy.
I hope the prince is wearing boxers. I've got some more questions.
What is it that you want to know?
I think you should open the sarcophagus again.
Why on earth should I reopen it? Give me one good reason.
I pulled a pile of rags out of the sarcophagus.
You did what? We'd better have a look inside then. Open the sarcophagus. What? He's gone? But how? Close that thing up.
What did I tell you?
Our sweet prince has left. He's gone into the afterlife without us.
Gee, I feel so helpless. I wish there was something I could do.
That rat. Wait until I get my hands on him. Okay, girls, we've got business to take care of. In the afterlife. Goodbye, Mr. King. Perhaps we will meet again.
Goodbye. Well, that's gotten rid of them.